Hey, what's up? I'm back with another video. Listen, there could only be one Superman. Zack Snyder's Superman, it was okay. Man of Steel was okay, but it did a lot of harm than good. What Zack Snyder's Superman did was, alienate the Superman fans, DC fans, right? Created a civil war. So now you got the Zack Snyder Superman versus the James Gunn Superman. And let's be honest, when Zack Snyder Superman came in, DC was on the upswing, a good spot. They was coming off that Batman trilogy, where the last two movies in the Batman trilogy grossed a billion or more, right? So now we go even further, right? And look where as a DCEU went along, bombs after bombs, flop after flops was happening. The DC fans lost faith in that regime, basically, right? Because the numbers don't lie. And now James Gunn's entrance in, right? He comes in when DC's in a bad spot, a volatile situation. And so now James Gunn's launching some projects, right? He did what Creature Commandos, Peacemaker, and whatnots. And so we get to Superman. That movie comes out, you know, raving about it. Like, 82 in the Rotten Tomato with the audience score, the popcorn meter is a 96. I think it's a 95 right now, but that's a high percentage, over 1,000 reviews on that from the fans that's going to say it has good word of mouth, all of that. James Gunn's showing to have, to me, for what I see in a reaction, was the right move. Has the better Superman. I believe it is the better Superman. Better acting. Like you take the Man of Steel, take the Superman movie, much better, more believable Superman. Right now, maybe Man of Steel was ahead of his time, maybe, right? But this is a Superman that's going to bring the DCU back to the forefront, right? One of the biggest characters ever, right, in comic books, right? Can't debate that. Just look at it. Just look at the numbers. The most sold comic books ever of any comic book, right? Those are the facts. More than Batman. And so getting Superman right is important, as getting Batman and Wonder Woman right is important, because those are the major figures at DC. So now looking at this film and seeing the reaction from this Superman and the market and everything associated with it, like I would say this, James Gunn was the right move to go with. A lot of people don't like James Gunn. That's fine, whatever. But just look at his film, look at his movies though, as far as what the critics and the fans think of it. They like it, and so at the end of the day, I believe this movie will be a success, and he's restoring faith in DC as we speak right now. Just look with the reaction from the Superman movie that came out, where people is feeling uplifted, and it is hope now. Before, where that hope was dashed, where you had to wait on an Elseworld movie like the Batman, whatever, or the show the Penguin. So James Gunn slowly, surely has been restoring faith in the DCU, whereas with the DCEU, put in a bad spot like that rock debacle of a movie, the Black Adam. Come on now, let's be for real. It was a DCEU that put DC Warner Brothers in a bad spot. Look at that Flash flop. So James Gunn has to come in and clean up all that mess. He doesn't have the luxury of coming in when DC's riding high. He's had to put DC in a position where they're riding high. So I believe that's what the Superman movie is going to show when it's all said and done. And then we go on the next year. We got the Supergirl movie and Clayface horror movie coming out. And we got also shows like next month you got Peacemaker season 2. So James Gunn is about to completely, I believe he's going to close the chapter on the DCEU, and and like made a long live DCU, right? Take their rightful place, and now they could finally compete against the MCU. In my personal opinion, I believe Superman is the best comic book movie in 2025. Way better than Captain America, better than the Thunderbolts, Right, they had to change the name to New Avengers. So come on now. So they want to live up nostalgia, and then even when Fantastic Four comes out, I believe it's gonna be better than that. So that's all I'm saying is James Gunn was the right person for the job. He put DC in a good headspace now with that Superman movie. Enough said. So let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here to the next one.